This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Little Bluebird Studios, Comfort Fit Dentures, Aliberto's, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
The action refuses to stop at the 2021 Round Valley Roundball Tournament, where now the St. Michael Cardinals, who had recently lost to Alchesay to begin the day, are now going to take on the St. John's Redskins. As I'm Derek Palmer, and this is going to prove a little bit difficult, you would think, for St. Michael, as it has already had to go through one tough gauntlet against the Alchesay Falcons, and now they're going to have another one against the St. John's team. Well, no, I think we're going. They're getting ready to come on out. So the keys to the game brought to you by State Farm. If you need a key made any day or night, any night of the week, head over to State Farm at 3 White Mountain locations. As the Cardinals had a hard time dealing with Alchesay's press. Not sure exactly what St. John's is going to try to run up, but if they had watched that one, they would understand that they're having a little bit of a hard go with the pressure D that the Falcons were throwing out there. As they're getting ready to run out, St. John's wearing red, St. Michael wearing white. As the tip is controlled, St. John's coming right to left as a three-pointer is already hoisted up and good. Brooks Smith knocks down a three without hesitation, a Comfort Fit Denture three. And St. Michael now with a player behind the defense is going to the left of the lane. They're going to finish that one as it's Jessica Terry who's going to make it a 3-2 ball game, and the action coming out fast and furious to begin. St. Michael setting up into a 2-3 zone as they push this one to the right side. Smith trying to get her hands on that one, eventually forces it back outside where it's controlled by Burt. Try to penetrate where she is contacted into the lane. It's going to be the first whistle blown against Kaylin Smith. 3-2 St. John's with an early lead is going to the baseline. Burt looking to inbound, taking a couple of peeks at a couple of different players, and eventually settles on going outside where it's controlled by Wiltbank, who goes in and travels. So the Cardinals get a stop. They answered a three-pointer with a quick deuce and are now trying to take a lead after having such a tough go against the Falcons. Coming along the near sideline, here comes Delguy as she is forced into the corner and has it poked out of bounds. It will be St. John's basketball. In the backcourt to bring it up, Hannah Burt coming up alongside Crosby as she throws a long pass. It's going to be had by Smith. Just knocked down a three from that spot. Instead, it's right back over to Crosby. Reverse it to the left angle. Three-pointers on the way from Burt. She's got it down. A Comfort Fit Denture three makes it now 6-2. Both of the buckets here in the first minute from the Redskins are going to be going down from deep, as there's just over 1 minute in, and St. Michael with a much different approach to what they're being forced with. Is there a gamble on the pass on the outside, still controlled by Smith as she gets inside then back out where it's had by Shirley. Put it up on the run, it's not good. Rebound knocked around and eventually taken by one of the Redskins. Force this one back out where it's coming along the near sideline. Put it eventually into Crosby's hands as she's trying to beat the defense down. Instead, her pocket is picked. Now in front where it's had with a leaked out Simpson, who can just stay in bounds. Force this one back to the trailing Smith as she thought about a three. Instead, it's off to Shirley in front of the St. John's bench where it's reversed now. Shirley picked up on the outside by Brooks Smith. Push this one inside as a whistle blows, and a double dribble, I believe, is whistled against Gabriella Simpson. So turn it over, trailing 6-2. St. John's with the basketball in the lead have used two Comfort Fit Denture long balls as this one's back to the trailing Crosby, back over. We're thinking about it. Burt Instead, going to try to use the dribble, and she is whistled for double dribbling. So the defense on both sides is really rushing out to try to deflect something away. And thus far, it's resulting in some turnovers being taken as they're flashing in and taking this from Brooke Smith, who's going to go unopposed to the basket for her 5th point. Make it now 8-2. 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first. As forcing this one, it was deflected, but still going to be had by Simpson as she goes along the far sideline. She is riding somebody on her hip, now has that one nearly taken away from behind, and eventually a foul is called as Crosby was creating all sorts of contact from behind. Just the first personal on St. John's. Kenley Crosby whistled for it. And now inbounding in the corner on the far side, putting that one up too strong. Rebounds cleared out by St. John's. It's into Crosby's hands, trying to beat the defense down, but St. Michael's going to be able to take it away. Smith with the steal for the Cardinals. Push this one back over to Smith, who's going to come into the front court left side, trailing 8-2. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left as they bounce this into the mid-post. Simpson turns, faces up, shovels it up with 2 hands, able to get that one off the square and in. First bucket for Gabriella Simpson, 8-4. Still St. John's leading by 2 buckets, and Simpson now flashing into the passing lane. She's got this one stolen as she's got 2 players to beat down, and a foul is instead whistled against Hannah Burt. Aubrey Wilson, like everybody who's been sitting to my right, having a difficult time figuring out where they're going to check in as she comes in to replace Hannah Burt. Inbounding on the far sideline, Kaylin Smith fires a pass that was kind of short and behind her intended receiver, which was the newly entered Jessica Terry. So turning it right back over, 5 minutes and 4 seconds remaining, 8-4, St. John's with the lead. Not sure what's going on in front of the St. John's bench, but eventually permitted to inbound here is Aubrey Wilson. She gets it back, pauses outside the left wing, gets it to a cutter who's going to hesitate for a moment, then put up a moving 10-foot jumper that's not good, and then while pursuing the loose ball, might just stay with St. John's. I thought maybe a foul was going to be called. Instead, it will be Redskin basketball with 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play. Hesitating on the baseline. Wilson eventually inbounds it, gets it right back at the corner. Going to try a 3, a high arcing 3 that's not good. Trying to get the offensive glass is Brooke Smith. And eventually a tie-up is called. Possession arrow favors St. Michael. 4 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. The action has been both fast and furious. It's been enraged as they get it over to Smith and over to Simpson, trying to come back to the center of the floor where Terry is momentarily going to have it before she hands it off to Cameron Henley. Trying to get it back over to Simpson, but her entry pass was deflected, stolen away by Wiltbank. Coming up along the near side as Wilson hesitates and kicks it back out. A 3-pointer is on the way from Brooke Smith. She's got it down. A comfort fit denture 3 makes it 11-4. Smith has 8. And then meanwhile, after the inbound, another tie-up is going to have one of the Cardinals flat on her face, and a foul will be called against Kenley Crosby. That's her second. That forces Hannah Burt to hop off the bench. She's joined at the scorer's table by Carly Wingert. Frustrated, Crosby comes to the bench, having picked up her second. As coming out to defend the pass and then trying to deny Brooke Smith, who's been the hot hand, watches as this gets inside to Simpson, who goes on the attack, hits the deck hard, and will go to the free throw line for a couple of Mountain Mobile Auto Glass foul shots after the whistle is blown against Wingert. So Gabriella Simpson, who had a time remaining on the floor against Alchese, has the first one up and good. 3 points now on the very young day. Second go-around here in the first quarter against St. John's. Moment of pause as Jenna Ross comes in to replace Brandy Dalgai. As the second free throw from Simpson is up and rimming in. 11-6, St. John's with the lead, but Brooke Smith doing most of the damage as the pass goes to the corner near side where Burt was open for a moment. Instead watches as a player cuts in front of her. On the catch, that was Wilson, though she leaves it up short, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Will be St. Michael's basketball, trailing 5 with 4 minutes and 2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Overhand pass, deflected at midcourt, but still going to force its way to Simpson as she's trying to go one-on-one against Wiltbank. Nearly taken away from behind by Smith, but does just enough to knock it out of bounds off of Simpson. Turnover forced, 3:52 to go. 11-6, St. John's with the lead, but again, it has been the Brooke Smith show. Knocked down 2 threes, also has a deuce as she sets up in the corner on the far side. Slowly walking into the half-court offense, Wilson bounces it outside the right wing. Wiltbank coming back to the near side, we're this time contacting with Burt. Back outside, well outside the wing. Smith gives and goes along the baseline, but it's instead had outside to Wilson. Forced off the three-point line. She's now going to pull up after she gets a little bit of space. Shot might have been blocked. Smith trying to get in the way as it's going to be knocked out of bounds. I didn't see the signal. I think it went out of bounds off of Hanley's head, if I understand correctly. So Smith now, nope, that is Burt who's going to be inbounding from the baseline's right side. Fires a pass out to Smith, goes right back to Burt. Thought about a three, instead she goes on the attack, kind of forces shift her feet more than she wanted to. The ball's free. Wiltbank has it as she goes up, no good, but she's bumped and fouled. Olivia Wiltbank with the decided size advantage out in the painted area. And that time trying to stay in her way was Jenna Ross, and I believe that's who was whistled for the personal foul. But boy, what do I know, it's Jessica Terry. That's her first personal. Just a second against the Cardinals, this Wiltbank's free throw is not good. Her Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw, for that matter, is not good. As her second one is on the way, ooh, barely drawing iron and goes out of bounds. Steady procession going in front of us from the St. John's bench is on the bench for just a moment. Aubrey Wilson is now going to come out and replace Wiltbank. What? Oh, okay, so you got to go all the way up there. I'm sorry. So you kind of California coasted into it. 11-6, St. John's with the lead as the dribble is poked away, stolen away. Here comes Ellie Otto as she's got a player in front of her. It's Brooke Smith. Instead, she calls her own number. Can't get that one to finish, but instead Smith with the rebound. Kick it back out to the trailing Wiltbank, who goes back outside where it's had by Otto. Kick it to the corner. Long two is had. It's not good, but tried the putback. Blocked from behind. Wiltbank tried to save it back out. Otto trying to go to work from the foul line. Her shot's blocked. That time Simpson with the rebound. Clears it out as the Cardinals permit all sorts of opportunities, but no points there from St. John's. Is stepping into a three-pointer. Simpson has that one over the rim. It's not good. Rebound cleared out and controlled by St. John's and Wingert. Here comes Smith as she stops and hesitates at the three-point line and double dribbled, and there's a late whistle. St. Michael's coach was starting to flirt with an ungluing as there Wiltbank is permitted to come out. Back in there goes Aubrey Wilson. Is trailing 11-6, slowly coming into the front court. Here's Henley, who's going to start the attack as she gets to the top of the key. Nearly has it knocked away, but between the circles where it's controlled by Simpson. A couple of bounces where she hands off left side Smith. Back to the foul line where it's forced out of a couple of different players' hands. Henley now trying to get this one back inside the arc, but forced to go back out. Nearly loses her footing as Simpson going right at a couple of defenders. Haphazard shot is not good. Rebound's cleared out. 1-on-3 opportunity for Brooke Smith, who's going right at a couple of Cardinals, and a jump ball is called that's going to keep the possession with the Redskins. Good aggressive move in transition, but there were 3 defenders back, and I think most coaches would like to see somebody circle that back out. But instead she was going after it. And the ball somehow found the one narrow opening on that side and rolled all the way to Timbuktu. So having to go back and retrieve. Now a screen being set. Burt trying to find Smith. Eventually gets it to her near the top of the key. Steps to the left, goes to the right. Burt now tries a three-point shot that's not good. Trying to get to the offensive glass, instead knocking it out of bounds was Wingert. Minute 55 to play here in the first quarter. 11-6, St. John's leading, but 8 of the 11 scored by Brooke Smith. Alternatively, 4 of the 6 for St. Michael has been scored by Gabriella Simpson. Starting the offense, Smith goes back outside where Henley's going to go on the attack to the left, trying to force that one back outside where Simpson's going to force up a 15-footer along the short corner. It's not good. And then the rebound is knocked away and out of bounds off of one of the Redskins. Simpson kind of reckless on the shot, but they're making up for it on the defensive side. Is going to give her team another opportunity with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the first quarter. 11-6, the St. John's Redskins have the lead. Overhand pass into the mid-post. Going to work from the right block. Can't get the finish there is Terry. St. John's with the rebound is coming into the front court. Wilson stops as they go to the right wing, and there's a 3-ball on the way from Smith. It's not good. Burt with the offensive rebound. 1 minute and 15 seconds left as she goes on the attack into the paint. Has her shot blocked there by Terry. Rebounded by Simpson. 11-6. Trailing, the Cardinals are going to come into the front court with a long pass. Momentarily thought about going on the attack and said step back and try a three-pointer. It's not good. Out of Ross's hands. Put back is not good. Attempted by Terry. Trying to get a third effort over to Terry and fed there by Henley. 4 points now for Terry as it's an 11-8 ball game. Not a lot of offense to speak of that has not been produced by Brooke Smith as they get this one into the interior from Otto, right back outside where it's had by Wilson. And a whistle as she went on the dribble drive. Foul called against one of the Cardinals. It'll be Jessica Terry, and it'll be her second. Going to the free throw line for a couple of Mountain Mobile Auto Glass foul shots is Aubrey Wilson. She's able to convert the first. Waiting to come in, Lizzie Farmer, who's going to check in for the shooting Wilson. Second one is on the way and also good. 13-8 as Farmer checks in, Wilson out. For St. Michael, a couple of new players come in. Brandy Delguy back out there, as well as Autumn Shirley. Meanwhile, Simpson going to work toward the baseline's left side and is contacted en route. That's the 5th team foul on St. John's. First on the newly entered Lizzie Farmer. And with 29 seconds to go, Simpson's going to the free throw line for a couple of Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. Simpson at the line with 4 points. She's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Ooh. That one missed. She still has another opportunity though. That one's off the back rim. Rebound pulled down by St. John's and Otto. And now loose ball taken away. Simpson's going to get the loose ball and go to the rim. No good there, but the finish from Terry is also not good on the putback. Rebound this time cleared out by Farmer. Here comes St. John's with 16 seconds left. Burt has her pocket picked, and Simpson, who has fallen down, is now going to have a clear play as Farmer comes in and contacts her. Going to help her up after the hard foul as Lizzie Farmer quickly picks up 2 personals. But more importantly, that's the 16th foul in St. John's with still one more quarter in its entirety to be played. St. Michael going to be going to the free throw line for the rest of it. And Gabriella Simpson right now has already played one game. She looks like she is pretty darn beaten up. First free throw on the way and good. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw, no less. As Wilson comes in, checking out for St. Michael is Smith. Coming in to replace her is Camille Garcia, I believe. No, it's Sierra Manuelito, as both free throws go down. 8 seconds left, 3-point lead as Burt has it coming up along the center circle. 4 seconds, 3 seconds as she sets it up for Wilson. Ball fake, trying to get the shot up from the top of the key, but it'll be short. And the score after one quarter will be 13-10. St. John's with the lead on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at
Inbound pass is stolen away. St. Michael was poised to begin with possession, but instead, Wiltbank was able to pick that off, though the defense was back and Brooke Smith was forced into a traveling situation. So they give it right back after a turnover. And now with St. John's extending the pressure end line to end line, forced to get this one inbounded right at the baseline. Fortunate to get it to Manuelito, getting close to a 10-second count, and a traveling violation will be eventually called, as running along the far sideline was Autumn Shirley. 7:47. Everybody's a little hot under the collar. 13-10 as their three-pointer is elevated from Burt. Not good, and the rebound cleared out by one of the Cardinals. Quickly into Manuelito's hand as he starts the offense by coming to the right angle, and Ross to the baseline's right side. She's denied by Wiltbank. Right back outside to Manuelito, who loses her footing. Might have been knocked away from her as it's over and back. It was not knocked away from her, and now having a hard time getting up is Autumn Shirley, who looked like she might have landed with that basketball right on her hip or somewhere in the abdominal. Thought she might have been a little out of breath. St. John's with a 3-point lead as they whip a pass into the interior. Wilson trying to go to work toward the left block up. She's got it in the center, can't get the finish. Ball is rebounded by Dalgai and gets it right back as the shot was blocked and rejected by Terry. (13-10), St. John's still with the lead. Inbounding baseline right, and now falling down. A 5-second violation is whistled against St. John's. So lots of turnovers here to start the second quarter. The Redskins now extending their defense as they take this one away in the corner, now working along the baseline, but a foul is whistled after taking away the inbound pass. It was Kenley Crosby. So the fourth team foul whistled against St. Michael. Ball's inbounded, and a 3-ball is on the way from Aubrey Wilson. She's got it down. A comfort fit denture 3 makes it 16-10. That is the fourth three-pointer that the Redskins have knocked down. Is now coming into the front court right as Ross, but has her pass taken away by Wiltbank. 3 defenders back, but still she's forcing the issue as she pulls it up right at the block, but can't get the short shot to fall. Rebound is pulled down by Terry. Cardinals get away with one. Another turnover, though, as there's a lot of that happening here in this second quarter. There's another one. Aubrey Wilson picks the pocket. She's got a player in front of her that's Crosby. Instead, she's going to go end-to-end, but can't get the bunny. Ball's nearly dislodged, but across the time stripe, and now cross court. Dalgai is going to think about trying to lift a shot. Instead, she goes along the foul line, eventually kicks it back out. Without Simpson out there, where does St. Michael go for offense? And instead of having to ponder upon that, the ball is again stolen away, this time by Burt. Get it into Otto. Nope, that's Crosby's hands as she's got the finish. Make it 18-10. Less than 6 minutes to play until the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports halftime report is already inside the arc, and holding up is Terry. Going back to the trailer and then to the angle right side, and Ross, as she gets into the painted area, can't get that one to finish, but Terry's there with the offensive rebound. Going toward the baseline, she leaves that up short. The rebound is eventually pulled down by Burt. 8-point St. John's lead, 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Walking it over the time stripe, trying to catch her breath, is Hannah Burt. Watches as Brooke Smith runs through the paint, gets it on the right wing, goes to the short corner where double team is waiting Wilson. Right back into the interior where Wiltbank has the catch and finish, and it's now a 10-point lead here for St. John's. 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the half. Serpentining through the middle of the floor, Ferriera is going to kick it outside where a three-pointer is elevated by Ross. It's over the rim, not good. Wilson with the rebound. She's going up the center of the floor before bouncing it off to the right side. 10-foot jumper is pulled up, not good. Wiltbank with the rebound, kick it back out to Smith, but an offensive foul is called on Wiltbank for turning aggressively into Jessica Terry. That's the 7th team foul. So St. Michael is shooting free throws for the next 4 minutes and 50 seconds. After the dead ball, the Redskins going to set up position or full court pressure to get it right back to the inbounding Manuelito. Drop this one off to Terry as she goes on the attack, kick it to the far side where Simpson's back in, and on the attack, down she goes again, this time no whistle. As Burt's already in the front court, she's got Wilson on her left, but she is tied up expertly, but hold the phone. Thought that Smith might have forced an invocation of the possession arrow. Is that what happened? That is what happened, is a possession arrow currently favoring St. John's. And now Burt is going to get removed and replaced by Eliotto. Back out there for St. Michael is Cameron Henley. Inbounding a baseline right side. Crosby having a hard time getting it in, but eventually finds Wiltbank cutting the basket. Can't hit the first, but has her own miss up and good. 22-10. St. John's now extending its lead and forcing this one out of bounds, where it was a well-played double team between Smith and Otto, forcing Dalgai with nowhere to go but out of bounds. Great job there on the trap, as there's 4 minutes and 23 seconds left and the turnovers continue to mount for the Cardinals. 12-point lead here for the Redskins as the offense starts coming to the near side. Picking up the dribble and getting to a little bit of hot water is Crosby, but eventually forces it off to Brooke Smith, who carried the basketball. She was trying to hesitate before she attacked to the right. Still a 12-point game. It's along the far sideline. Henley gets it to Simpson, bounces this one in traffic, but still is able to thread the needle and get it to Terry. And though she is not good on the shot, she is contacted and fouled as the whistle goes against Otto. That is just her first, but 8th team foul. And Jessica Terry going to the free throw line, where the first one is up and good. That is the first point for St. Michael here, almost 4 minutes into the second quarter. Second one rims out, so one of two Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. Long pass into the front court right. Holding the phone there is Crosby as she wanted to go on the attack. Now hands it off to the trailing Smith, who loses the handle. Wiltbank tries to dive on it, but she can't save. 3:57 to go, and both teams continuing to exchange turnovers to a degree. Redskins extending the defense all the way to the end line. Smith trying to avoid a foul, working around her and finally getting the pass over to Simpson, and now going on the attack against Wiltbank, and an offensive foul is whistled against Gabriella Simpson. That's her first 5th team foul, so both sides getting close to the bonus, but we've crossed the halfway threshold here in the second quarter. Thought about a long pass to start the offense, instead going to the right wing, and Simpson making the zone rotate side to side. Smith now goes inside the top of the zone, puts up a jumper that hits the back rim and then bounces in. Her first deuce here in the second quarter. She now has 10, 24-11, largest lead had here by St. John's. Long pass is thrown over the top of Simpson along the sideline, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Still another turnover forced by the St. John's defense. .324 to go And Hannah Burt, who has a foul, comes up and will start operating as the point guard as she comes out of the back court with Aubrey Nelson, who's knocked down a 3. Most of the points scored by St. John's in the early going were 3s, but now the story has been turnovers, and still more turnovers as this one is taken away on the outside, controlled with a dangerous dribble by Smith as she goes inside where it's had by Henley, crosses over to get back along the baseline, trying to spin around and find an opening, but as her shot off the backside of the backboard, loose ball's rolling free and eventually claimed by Otto into the front court where Smith has one player to beat. Well defended in transition by the other Smith, who the ball blows free to Otto as she has that shot short, but Wiltbank is there with the putback. She'll go to the free throw line for a couple of Mountain Mobile Auto Glass opportunities. She looks worn out as the foul is called on which of the Cardinals? First free throw is good. Foul is on Gabriella Simpson, as Wiltbank now has 5 second quarter points. Second one is on the way and also good. Make it 6, 26-11 advantage for St. John's. Hesitation on the outside. Henley goes to the corner on the far. Controlled by Dalgai. She gets it right back at the free throw line where she is tripped and hit hard by Burt. I think is going to be whistled for her second. I am correct, as that's going to get Carly Wingert off the bench. 9th team foul committed by St. John's, but she's coming in to replace Wiltbank, interestingly. First Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw leaves Dalgai's hands. She can't knock it down. 26-11 the score remains. 2.5 minutes to play here in the half. 2.5 minutes until the Honda Ski and Outdoors Sports halftime report as Smith tried to go on the attack. No, that was actually Burt. She lost the basketball, but then eventually drew the 3rd foul on Simpson. Seventh team foul. So to the free throw line for the 1-and-1, where the first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw is up and good. Burt waiting to attempt another, as that one's also good. She now has 5 points, and her team's leading 28-11 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the half. Continue to have a hard time with the backcourt pressure as the tie-up by Smith is going to make it, well, the possession error will give it right back to St. Michael. Little confusion as Lizzie Farmer comes in. She's going to replace Otto. Farmer came in for about 2 minutes and picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter. As the dribble goes off to the far side, controlled by Smith, who's going to give way with the runner attempted. No, that was actually Kaylin Smith who tried that run and shot. It wasn't close to the apparatus. 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. 28-11. St. John's with a commanding lead here in the second quarter. Wilson nearly loses the basketball, able to get this one to the left wing where a jump shot is attempted by Hannah Burt. It was an air ball, but Wilson comes away with the rebound. Get this one now to Smith, who's going to go on the run, have that one come around the rim 3 times before it falls. Brooke Smith now with 12 points. 30-11 her team leads with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in the half. Accelerating along the far sideline and then contacted by Smith. Simpson has spent almost as much time picking herself up off the floor as she has running around playing the actual basketball here in the first half of action. With 1.5 minutes to go, she's back to the free throw line to attempt some more free throws. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws, baby. As she's ready to attempt the first in the double bonus. St. Michael has that one come up very, very, very short. Back on the floor is Camille Garcia. As the second one is on the way. The lefty has that one off the front rim and in. First point in the second quarter here for Gabriella Simpson. St. John's already with it in the front court. Standing out toward the St. Michael bench. Smith forces this back to the right side, but it's out of bounds. Farmer couldn't get a handle on it. Minute and 24 seconds, 30-12, St. John's leads. Simpson starting off on the right side this time, tries to bounce an entry pass, but it was easily defended there by Wilson. Loose ball eventually winds up in Bird's hands. She goes along the far side to Smith, right back to Burt from the right side of the rim. She can't get the finish. Now the offensive rebound is put back up, but no good on the finish there from Wingert. Wingert to the free throw line to shoot 2 as she was fouled in the act. First one's up and good. That's her first point. Second one on the way and rims out, but the rebound controlled by St. John's is going back up. Farmer can't get the finish. Rebound this time had by the Cardinals. Get it to a streaking Smith as she's along the far side, stopping at the wing, going to the corner where Henley thought about a 3. The indecision cost her as she traveled. So lots of turnovers here in the second quarter. As the ball's bounced in, Bird coming across the center circle. She has Wilson on her right. Goes in that direction, well outside the angle there. And she takes a jab, nothing doing. Back between the circles where it's had by Brooke Smith. Couple of dribbles up and down before going right back. Now giving it to Smith on the cut, trying to get to the baseline, but they're going to say that she was out of bounds. .35 seconds to go until halftime. Trotting up into the front court, Manuelito cut off before she kicks it out. Now it's back into Hanley's hands to reset. Still lots of time as they come to the near side. Ball's right back into the cutting Hanley's hands. A couple of moves to try to get players in the air and eventually finishes that one off the glass. 15 seconds to go, 31-14. St. John's has the lead as they bounce it off to the right side. Wilson on the attack, floats that one up off the front rim. It's not good. The ball's free and eventually claimed by Wilson. 3 seconds as Smith goes underneath. Farmer's got to get a shot up. It's good if it goes, but it's short. And St. John's will settle for a 31-14 lead at halftime, holding St. Michael to just 4 points in the second quarter. Big second quarter here for the Redskins as they take the lead into the half. Good for 17 in his Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Shola, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's, real, fresh Mexican food.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002. Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Scores 31-14 at halftime. This is the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports halftime report. Sorry, folks, I was caught off guard by something flattering. As the big story here has been the turnovers that have been forced by St. John's has not allowed St. Michael an opportunity to really set up its offense. Got a big first quarter from Gabriella Simpson, but very little since, and most of that is just because the perimeter players have been having such a hard time with St. John's pressure defense. On the other side of the ledger, 12 points from Brooke Smith, but getting opportunities created for other players, especially in the second quarter. Olivia Wiltbank, who right now is the second leading scorer with 6 points, but a lot of the offense running through both Smith, Hannah Bird, and Aubrey Wilson. And though Burt and Wilson don't have nearly the same number of points to show for it, they have been equally effective in setting everybody up, especially Brooke Smith. The score at halftime is 31-14. This has been the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report. We will start the third quarter right after this and show the Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Alberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Alberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Show Low, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Alberto's. Real, fresh Mexican food.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Thirty-one to 14, St. John's with the lead coming into the second half. Leading scorer for the Redskins, Brooke Smith, has 12 points. Olivia Wiltbank has 6. Hannah Burt with 5. And Aubrey Wilson also with 5. Leading the way for the Cardinals, Gabriella Simpson has 7, but only 4 points scored by St. Michael in the second quarter, and a lot of separation there as a big 17-point swing going in favor of the Redskins as their reversal, wide open 3 elevated from Brooke Smith. She can't get that one. That was not Smith, that was Burt, but the rebound is headed underneath by Farmer, and she gets the scoring started for the Redskins. Make it now 33 to 14. Coming in and shuffling off to Henley as she goes penetrating, kicking to the near corner where it's nearly juggled but still maintained by Dalgai. Get this one back outside where it's controlled again to Henley, trying to find some space along the left wing, but nothing doing, so it's eventually back out between the circles where it's controlled by Manuelito, who double dribbles after she's trying to get inside again. That incredibly aggressive St. John's perimeter defense. Seven minutes and 13 seconds left as Smith nearly loses that one on the sideline, but does. She flirted and eventually lost. So turn it over. Lots of turnovers here in this ball game between these two teams. 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Lots of time if the Cardinals are able to start watching some shots drop. But in the meantime, here's Henley. Can't penetrate inside. Nearly loses the handle with the high dribble, but Smith's able to hold on to it before she gets into traffic, and eventually Wiltbank knocks it away. Stolen to Burt. Here comes St. John's. Trying to extend its largest lead out to 19. Bounce it to the right block, and Wiltbank trying to step underneath. It's held up a little bit, but still with the strength to push it up and in. As she now has 8, 35 to 14, as this one is starting to really run away from the Cardinals. A 3 would be all that they need, and in fact it's a long 2. .620 left here, 35-16 after the first bucket falls for the Cardinals. Wiltbank, who just made one from the inside, tries to step back from 15 out. It's not good, but there's Brooke Smith with the offensive rebound. Can't get that one to fall. Trying to get a third opportunity, but she's tied up. Possession arrow will send it back over to St. Michael. Smith hustling to get in front, knocking that inbound pass away from Manuel Ito. Now trying to get this one inbounded as Brooke Smith is almost single-handedly trying to get this one inbound, or stolen away with some full court pressure as it was deflected by Smith, nearly stolen away to Crosby, and now having a hard time walking it off is Camille Garcia. We'll have to wait and see if she's doing all right. Timeout was called with 6 minutes and 3 seconds to play in the third quarter. St. John's with a 35-16 lead. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on NightTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Timeout called by St. John's to preserve that possession. 6 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 35-16, the Redskins lead as the ball is inbounded on the outside to Crosby. Put up a three. She's got it down. Comfort Fit Dentures 3-ball. And it's now really getting some separation here. 38-16 is Crosby after the make is able to take away the inbound but can't get the finish. Smith nearly knocks away the pass. Eventually does. Is it back over to Crosby and she's fouled. And we'll go to the free throw line for 2 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. Audrey Patterson ready to check in here for St. John's. For the Cardinals, Malik Ferreria as the first free throw is up and no good from Crosby. Farmer and Ferreria collide with each other. Second free throw is not good. Rebound's tipped right back to Crosby. Kick it back out where Burt's going to try a 15-footer. High-arcing shot is not good. Crosby with another offensive rebound, but this time a jump ball is called. Possession arrow will keep it with St. John's. Burt thought about tying his shoe. All right. Ball was intended for Crosby, but it's off her fingertips and rolls out of bounds. Let's turn it over to the Cardinals. St. Michael now with 5:35 in the third quarter, trying to chip into a 22-point game. Gabriella Simpson has not been on the floor here in the third quarter. As it's on the outside, trying to rip through Ferreria. Can't get that one to where the baseline. Crosby is again making her presence felt as she nearly has that one stolen away. Saving it along the mid-court line was Henley, but eventually a foul is called as Crosby, I think, just a little too aggressive. It's actually whistled against Brooke Smith. That's only her first. No, it's her second. I missed one. Beg your pardon. Ball's inbounded again to Ferreria. Loses the handle momentarily. Diving on it is Smith. No, that's not. That's Burt who's trying to force this one away from him. Eventually gets it over to Crosby. Crosby nearly loses it off her hip. Comes along the sideline but contacts that and it's out of bounds. (38-16) still is the lead as the teams are exchanging many turnovers. Ferreria watches as Smith hits the deck. Goes to the corner on the near side. We're on the attack as Shirley puts that one up short. Second effort's not good. Third this time is going to fall from Garcia. 20-point ball game, 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Go to the corner far side as it starts the reversal. Smith setting up on the wing where it's instead to Wilbank at the free throw line. She's surrounded by Cardinals. Goes to the short corner right side. The jump shot is up and good. Knocking that one down is Audrey Patterson getting her first bucket, make it a 22-point game once again. 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Needing some points, but instead another turnover as Brooke Smith takes it away, dribbles it out of bounds. It's going to be off of Smith, who was trying to make a case that it had gone off of Ferreria's foot. But the official right there looking said no, sir. Ferreria having a hard time getting this one in. Eventually he's able to force it off Shirley. Poked away by Brooke Smith. Stolen away to Bird. She's going to go into the front court. Crosby on the attack, but puts it up too firmly. And saved back in play to Burt, who's going to put that one up off the front rim. Smith on the left block is able to get this one back out to Wilbank. Cleared out right of the lane where it's going to have by Burt. Push it off in front of the St. John's bench as she has Crosby ball fake before the reversal over to Smith. Put up a three-pointer that's off the back iron. Rebound by Wilbank. Put that one up from 10 out to score. That was the Deemer's glass woman. Glass cleaning of the game. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter as Ferreria again loses the basketball on the approach. Rolls over and is taken by Patterson, who goes to Burton, who dribbles that off of one of the Cardinals' feet, but it's saved before going back court. Taken by Crosby. Well outside the right wing now. Burt going back and forth, center of the floor. Had by Crosby, right back to Burton, to Wilbank with the size advantage. She's able to get the finish with the right hand. She now has 6 points here in the third quarter, 44-18 with 3 minutes to play in the third. St. John's used a huge second quarter, outscored them by 17 to get all the separation. And now ball's rolling free again. Brooke Smith picks it up as she is being pinballed about, and a foul is called. Three St. John's Redskins coming in. That includes Farmer. It includes Wilson. It includes a third, Ellie Heap, who's going to come in and inbound. Wilson now coming out of the backcourt with a commanding 44-18 lead. Ball is deflected on the entry, but still gets to Farmer. Kick it back out. 3 balls on the way, but it's short. Rebounds knocked around and eventually out of bounds, had by St. Michael. Silver City's boys team is waiting to use the floor. We'll take on Valley Christian after this one. They just knocked down one of the barriers. Nearly knocked away, but controlled on the outside. Eventually push it over to Shirley, who's trying to get this one in front of the St. Michael bench. Henley with her back to the basket, spins back to the baseline, drops it off left block. Great sequence there from Henley. Just couldn't get the finish as Garcia, who's getting a lot of time here because Simpson's got the banked up foot. Gonna go to the free throw line. It's the first whistle blown against Aubrey Wilson. First Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw by Garcia is up and good. Second one is on the approach, and that rims out. Rebounds cleared by Farmer, get it out to Heap. Along the near sideline, Smith going on the attack, stopping at the block, put it off the glass, score it. 46-19 with 2 minutes to play. Up and down, Shirley. As this one skipped back to Henley. Ball fake right, attacking to the left. Pirouetting as she's trying to find a way to get it out. Eventually finds Manuelito, who goes on the attack. High off the glass, she's able to score it. 46-21 with 1 minute and 36 seconds remaining, and carrying the basketball, Wilson unhappy. So coming out of the backcourt, Ferreria being joined by Manuelito. Get right back to Ferreria, who stops on the left wing. Get this one back outside between the rings. Actually putting the ball down, Manuelito loses the handle, but able to clear it out to Ferreria. Puts up an air ball, trying to tip the rebound, but instead Garcia is going to knock it out of bounds off of one of the Redskins. I think it was Otto. It was Otto. Just couldn't get all 10 fingers on it. 72 seconds left. 46-21. St. John's with the lead as this one's blocked. Rejected inside by Wilson. Loose ball picked up by Otto. Slowly coming into the front court right. Get it right back after she handed off to Heap. Try to put that one up on the run, but it's short. Rebound controlled by Garcia. Less than a minute to play. 46-21. St. John's with the big lead. Having outscored now the Cardinals 15-7. That three would have put a big dent in it. Instead, it's off the back rim and rebounded by the Redskins. Put it into Otto's hands. In no hurry. Walking it over the time stripe with 35 seconds to play in the third. Wilson on the outside, left wing. Watches his flashing off the right side. Heap going toward the corner, or Otto gets it right back to Wilson, who just ran the key and eventually loses the basketball, stripped away by Garcia. 20 seconds left, 46-21. St. Michael trailing, trying to get this one over the time stripe, just doing so. Watching now as this one's handed off to Ferreira, stopping at the top of the key where it's inside and quickly back out. On the attack, Shirley can't get the finish. 3 seconds left as Wilson's got to get the shot off on the run, fires it off the glass. It's not good, but St. John's settling for going into the fourth quarter with a commanding 46-21 lead here on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
(46-21). St. Michael beginning with the basketball. As this is a Northland Pioneer College tip-off when it's time to tip off your college education. Do it at NPC. Pay the lowest tuition in the state. 7:47 to go as the whistles blow. And a foul is called on Brooke Smith, her third. Just the third team foul on St. John's, but to stop play and provide Kaylin Smith an opportunity to go to the free throw line for 2 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. The first one is up and short. Second is on the way, and that also rims out. Wilbank with the board. Is trying to get it inside to Burt, knocked away momentarily. Farmer can't clean it up. Is now an overhand pass, goes into the front court, angling away from Smith. She's able to nearly get underneath it, but it's poked away instead by Crosby. St. Michael trying to get a little bit ahead of itself. This ball is inbounded left wing, right back to the corner. Henley's three-pointer's up and no good, rebounded by Burt. Here come the Redskins leading 46-21. Along the far sideline, get it to Wilbank, right back to Burt, try a three, it's off the front rim. Wilbank with the rebound, trying to go back up, but loses the ball on her way. Kick it back out to Crosby, it's off the back rim. Wilbank with another opportunity as he instead reversed over to Burt, who is enjoying a laugh after all said and done. Had to wait for the ball to be retrieved. As Hannah Burt at the free throw line, she has 5 points and can't hit that first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw. Second one is going to come up on the way, and that rattles in. First point in the fourth quarter for either side makes it 47-21, almost 1 minute in. As up and down with the dribble in the center circle, Kaylin Smith tries to get it to Henley, who's not able to get around Crosby after she fell down. Penetrate, kick it over to Simpson, who didn't play at all in the third quarter. Back outside, Smith going to try a three, but it's blocked. Brooke Smith able to get her hand on that one. Go back to the trailing Bird as she's on the run. Off the back rim, she scores it. 49-21, 6 minutes and 42 seconds left here. St. John's trying to coast to the lead here, as it's nearly taken away on the outside by Smith. Crosby, though, is going to be called for the tackle. Great job feeding the trailer here. Watch Smith get it to Burt, who's then able to get the runner, and Teardrop softly kissed off the back rim. Cardinals with the basketball as it's inbounded to Simpson, trying to work along the baseline. Bounce this one out where it nearly misses everybody, but still is going to be gathered in there by Ross. Can't get the three-pointer to fall. Already into the front court right side where Smith is inside the arc, back to the corner, step into a long two. Crosby can't get that one, but there's Wiltbank with the putback and finish. Wiltbank now with 14 points, many of them coming up while cleaning up misses. 6 minutes remaining, 30-point lead here for the Redskins. And there's Smith on the outside with another steal. She's going to go end to end. And a timeout is taken before she could get the finish, before St. John's now is going to bring in wholesale changes with 5:56 to go. 51-21, they're leading. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Shola, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's. Real, fresh Mexican food. Hungry for a win? You're
3 ball is on the way, elevated out of Ellie Heap's hands. She's got it down, a Comfort Fit Denture 3. Five minutes and 40 seconds remaining, and another steal on the perimeter. Heap takes it away, trying to get it up front where she's got Katie Smith down there, but can't get it as she's nearly tripping up one of the Cardinals. Instead, it's out of bounds back to St. Michael. Again taken away on the perimeter. St. John's with Smith going outside, trying to get it off to Heap, but cannot get it in. Instead, it's going to be back outside to Smith, trying to force this to the right side, where it's had on the interior by Otto, but her pass through the lane is going to be knocked away and stolen. Here comes Henley as she's going to put it up with a runner with her back to the basket. Can't get the finish, but they're finishing instead is Terry. 54-23, 4 minutes and 34 seconds remaining as J.C. Willis hops off the bench. She's going to check in at the next dead ball with her team leading big. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left here in the fourth. Little cutter, but it's not going to be had by the intended receiver. Instead, a shot's elevated by Patterson. That's not good, but they're on the putback. I believe that was Wingard. 56-23. It's the Cardinals limping their way out here, having already suffered a big loss to Alchese. And then a big loss now is again poked away on the exterior by Smith as she's going to take this one end to end, put it up with the left hand to score. This is Cami Smith. And a timeout is taken by St. John's with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left. 58-23 they lead. All right, this is just a sub. A timeout for subs to get wholesale change here for St. Michael. See, Garcia's into the ball game. Dalguy's into the ball game. And I believe Manuelito is into the ball game for the Cardinals as this one bounced into the high post, but it's again deflected, stolen away, but nearly taken right back. Cami Smith is having a hard time getting a handle on it, so she's able to shovel it back to the trailing Auto. Up and down with the dribble, moving it to the near side, where Willis thought about trying to go on the attack. Instead, she's going to circle around, push that back for a three on the way from Smith from the left wing. It's not good. Rebounded and brought down by one of the Cardinals. As this one's tipped away, and Smith trying to break away as she's eventually able to put a fork in it and finish. Less than 3 minutes to go. 60-23 as it's on the outside, controlled by Shirley. Drop it off toward the right block where a foul is whistled with 2 minutes and 43 seconds and the clock running. So going to the free throw line to attempt 2 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass foul shots is Dalguy. Clock continuing to tick as it's almost a 40-point game. And the first one's up and good. Second one from Dalguy is on the way. And that Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw is also good. 1 minute and 45 seconds left as it's into the front court where it's through the lane. Nearly getting that shot up. Willis is able to get her own miss. Reverse it now as it's elevated from Smith. That's not good. Round tipped around and trying to get that one dislodged, but can't do so. It's controlled by the Cardinals. Now less than 90 seconds remaining. And losing the basketball on the way in. Again, that perimeter defense from St. John's so disruptive. As that one on the run, no good, and rebounded by the Redskins. Otto trying to keep one of the Cardinals away as she goes back to the trailing jump shooter, which is Heap. Can't get the finish. The second effort is not good. The rebound's out of bounds and will be had by St. Michael. Clock under a minute to go, 60-25. St. John's with the big lead. That one's deflected on the outside, but still more disruption there from the St. John defense. Bounce between the circles. Cardinals trying to find some way to end on a positive. Instead, it's forced out of bounds. 37.7 seconds left. They just need to hold on to it. Do the St. John's Redskins, who are poised to go on a big 60-25 win. 30 seconds remaining. As there's Smith getting from the left to the right, can't get the finish. Ball is still free. Now eventually forced over to Garcia, 18 seconds remaining. St. Michael trying to get in one more look at the basket, trailing by 35. On the attack, Ferreira off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Smith, and you just hold on to it, don't even need to advance it beyond the time stripe. 2 seconds, 1 second, as that's the way it's going to end. St. John's winning 60-25. Player of the game, I think it's going to be an easy choice. We'll go with Brooke Smith, who has had a huge first quarter when the game was still tight. Had 8 points in that first quarter. Shout out to Olivia Wiltbank, though, as she had pretty steady play going through the second and third quarters. So, Brooks Smith, the Alberto's Hungry Player of the Game. Shout out to Wilt Bank for a runner-up, 60-25. St. John's wins. As we'll get ready to get some more on for you shortly after this. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home. At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a...
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Alberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Alberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Shola, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Alberto's, real, fresh Mexican food. Hungry for a...
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Little Bluebird Studios, Comfort Fit Dentures, Alberto's, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.